Sales of the first compact crossover luxury brand started in 2014. A car built on the Toyota RAV4 platform is in good demand in Russia. We sold gasoline cars with 2-liter engines, a 150 horsepower 4, and its turbocharged version of 238 horses. There was also a hybrid modification of the NX, but it was not particularly popular on the market. The 2-liter crossover is combined exclusively with the CVT, and the turbo version is combined with the 6-speed automatic. There are cars with both full and front-wheel drive. In 2017, a restyled version of the crossover appeared on our market. Some skeptics argue that the Lexus NX is, in fact, a slightly refurbished copy of the Toyota RAV4, so it makes no sense to overpay for it. For the most part, this is true. Nevertheless, the NX body is better protected from corrosion, although the iron itself does not differ in thickness from the Toyota crossover. But the windshield, after 2 to 3 years of active operation, is overwritten by wipers. At the same time, there is no need to change it to a new part with the Lexus brand. You can find a high-quality front end from an extensive list of non-original spare parts. If only manufacturers would complete the car with thicker side windows and more efficient door seals. And so from the owners of NX, complaints are often received about insufficient sound insulation for a luxury brand. But there are practically no crickets in the cabin. Apparently they have not yet taken root. Let's hope that with age the population of these insects will not increase. Onboard electronics are reliable. Although there were one-time cases of failure of the audio system and multimedia system. But the engines are trouble-free. The base 2-liter 4 is equipped with the chain and the timing drive with the VVTi phase control system. At the same time, 90-second gasoline can be painlessly digested. True, the base engine is more demanding on fuel quality. Servicemen still advise the 95th. On it, the 4 works more fun, spending noticeably less fuel. After 100,000 kilometers, the chain may stretch, which will be heralded by clanging sounds and increased engine noise. Particularly obvious manifestations on the cold. Officials change the part only complete with tensioner and damper. The cost in specialized services is from 20,000 rubles. But the pump, an average of 14,000 rubles, can fail at any time, both at 40 to 60,000 kilometers, and well over 100. If we get lucky. Basically, the water pump honestly withstands 100,000 kilometers. However, the replacement is not at all expensive, and you can save on parts by buying them in an online store. Periodically, you should check the condition of the drive belt, from 2,500 rubles, which, with age, can become disheveled and do a lot of trouble under the hood. The turbocharged 2-liter 4 has not yet had time to acquire full statistics of faults. Although there is still something to it. It happens that the vacuum valve of the turbocharger begins to mope. At first it makes a whistling sound, and then completely fails. True, with such musical accompaniment, you can drive for a very long time. But just in case, order the part anyway. The turbine itself is demanding on the quality of engine oil and is not afraid of overheating. Although modern engines do not need to set turbo timers and cool the engine at idle, remember that before turning off the engine, do not give heavy loads. On both engines, the control unit for the variable valve timing system VVTi may suddenly fail. Detail is expensive. For preventive purposes, for both 4s, dealers recommend using an injection nozzle cleaner every 10,000 kilometers. And after 40,000 kilometers they offer throttle cleaning from 3,000 rubles. Of course, the 150 horsepower aspirated can be considered the most reliable. The trouble is that it is combined only with the variator, with which problems sometimes occur. This box does not like slipping off-road or in the snow. In this case, scuffs appear on the pushing belt and pulleys over time, and the car begins to twitch in motion. However, even in the worst scenario, the variator can withstand 120,000 kilometers. True, a major overhaul at the dealer will cost 150,000 rubles. In general, if the variator began to work with increased noise or twitch, rush to the technical center for diagnostics. The reason is usually the wear of the cone bearings, which provokes accelerated wear of the push belt. Replacing bearings will cost 40,000 rubles. Worse when the car starts to fever in motion. This behavior is usually caused by wedging of the pump pressure reducing valve, which gets the wear products of the pusher belt. In this case, it is changed, and the working surface of the pulleys is polished. Against this background, the automatic transmission looks more advantageous. It is much more loyal to the Touring driving style and has a more solid resource, about 350,000 kilometers, and even more with timely and competent maintenance. The all-wheel drive transmission is generally reliable, although there have been rare cases of failure of the front and rear gearboxes, as well as the center clutch that connects the rear wheels when the front wheels slip. As soon as you feel an increased transmission rumble during its operation, order clutch bearings and hurry to the service. Repair will result in about 20,000 rubles. If you continue to ride with the faulty node, then soon it will fail. And then you have to buy a new clutch, and this is completely different money. But in the Lexus NX independent suspension, there are no pitfalls a priori. Some owners, however, believe that it works out bumps quite noisily. And they will be partly right. Blame it on the crossover's short travel suspension. As for its characteristic malfunctions, bushings and stabilizer struts, as well as silent blocks of the front levers, most often fail. After 50,000 to 80,000 kilometers, wheel bearings and front shock absorbers may need to be replaced. The remaining parts of the running centenarians. In addition, a wide range of non-original and affordable spare parts is offered for the crossover. Conclusion. So, everything is in order with the reliability of the luxury crossover, with the exception, perhaps, of the variator, which, by the way, has recently become much more durable. If you do not want to experiment with a continuously variable transmission, you can choose a modification with the turbocharged engine, which is paired with a 6-speed hydromechanical automatic. Pros: trouble-free engines, reliable, automatic, strong suspension, practical and roomy interior, stylish appearance, large trunk. Minuses: there are problems with the variator, not the most durable paintwork, short service interval, insufficient sound insulation.